Alright, today we're having a look at Winterland by EL1406PR. Alright, so here we are in Winterland by EL1406PR, and this was recommended to us by AfroSackBoyGP over on the subreddit, and it's always appreciated when somebody sends us a level to take a look at. I'm liking the look, speaking of looking, I'm liking the look of the level so far. Camera's a little bit flat on, but that is okay. We can do things with that. Can I get up to that star? I feel like I feel like it's grabbable. I don't know how much time I want to spend on getting this bonus point, because I think it's just a bonus point. Oh, well, that was not, I did not expect it, but I do kind of love it. Love that kind of stuff. Oh, fudge! Oh, fudge! Oh, double fudge. Oh, double fudge. Oh, crumbs. Oh, yeah, okay, that's, that's on me. Do I really go for that? I don't know if I do. Okay, we did get that at least. Shoot. Well, you know what? We'll go back for that later, because we do only have the 3 minutes. I'm not sure how... Oh, blink ball. Now that is... on me. Okay. I'm not 100% sure how... It's not a blink ball. That's like sauce. That's like a ketchup ball. It's not even a ball. Hello. I don't know how to... The creator would like their name to be said. EL1406PR is a little bit of a mouthful. I wonder if it is a... like it's a pun in... I'm guessing German. I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between German and Austrian. Oh gosh, that is tricky. I like that jump though. It does make you kind of sit with it for a while. Now, are you gonna... Well, that is fancy. I am here for fancy stuff. I am a big fan of level interactions like that, even little ones. Why do you have skulls on them? Are you gonna... Oh gosh. Okay, yes, they were going to kill us. We don't want to die. We want to live. That's just rude. That's rude and uncalled for. I'm being goofy. To the creator, please don't think that was a criticism. I was just expecting to be able to maybe keep the grappling hook, and unfortunately we did that. I bet there's a way up to that, but I don't know what it is. Now, these are... What's going on with you? Oh! Well, now that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, if only because... Oh, crumbs. Did I need that to get up there? The only reason I'm not sure about that is just that there's... Like, that's not really a very good visual indicator. Oh, crumbs! Oh my god, we're already at 3 minutes? Oh, I should not have gotten into a gameplay section. Let me get past this, and we will go back to the hub and talk about it there. See yas! And we're back, and Winterland by EL1406PR. I'm not sure if there's a special way that I should be pronouncing that name, if maybe it's a pun in their language, but we'll just say by L. Winterland by L, and I would say it's a stronger orange diamond, but it is definitely an orange diamond. It's a level that I walked away from feeling kind of exhausted, a little bit enervated, and I just kind of wanted it to be done. Well, we've got, just kind of to give a bit of an overview, and it's kind of a puzzly, platformy. Puzzly is maybe overselling it a little bit, but there's like a lot of secrets in this level that you're going to be searching around for and trying to find while navigating the level through a number of power-ups and some, at times, fiddly platforming. It's interesting. It's fun. Like, there are definitely fun parts to it. There's definitely parts of it that I appreciated. In fact, appreciated quite a lot. And also, the shout out right now. This was recommended to me by AfroSackGP over on Reddit, and GP had said, "Hey, take a look at this level. I'd like to see what your thoughts are on it. And here's X, Y, and Z, and give it a play." And I'm super glad to get that recommendation, because I was looking for something for this week. My time has been a little bit all over the place. But anyways, to come to this level, and so you're kind of navigating it and searching for these secrets, and you're doing the platforming, and then you get to the end. There's not like really a story here. The environment it's a non-diegetic environment. It's a kind of a little bit like it. I don't know. It seems like it's hitting this kind of middle point between this is definitely a platformer. Like, this is definitely a platform world, but also that it is trying to ape an environment. Like, it's trying to be a, this kind of winter in the mountains type of environment, and it's kind of splitting the difference between those 2 points. At times it kind of feels a little bit more on the one end, and it feels a little bit more sometimes on the other end. And then maybe that's actually kind of like a good place to start off with, is the presentation of the level and the kind of the basic shaping and the basic look of the level. And to be honest, I found it to be a little bit drab. Like, it's hitting those notes. It's hitting the the wintertime in the mountains type of notes, but those notes they're very like low color. They're very, it's you got your grays, you've got your blues, you've got your whites. There's not really anything poppy in the environment. There's not like really a lot that stands out, and a lot of the kind of bits of the environment kind of bleed together in ways that I think make it a little bit more difficult, because there's a lot of things that you can interact with in the environment that are kind of tucking away these secrets. You've got like levers that you could pull down on that are shaped like natural bits of the environment, and you've got like pipes, and you've got a little bit of green in kind of like trees and lichen-y type of things. You've got black bits that are like cracks that you can grab onto, and you've got like all of these things, and they just kind of like, a lot of them do just bleed into the materials or bleed into the environment where you are, and they're really easy to miss. They're really easy to not notice, and in some places that makes a lot of sense. Like, there's this bit early on, the first secret, the first like hidden away secret, and I'm gonna kind of go a little bit to the left from the starting area, and there's this bit of like rock or ice that you can grab onto, and it's gonna pull you up, and then it's gonna get you into this kind of secret area that you'll do a little platforming in, and find this secret box and kind of get your way back. And it's like, it's really easy to miss, and that's actually in a way that's kind of cool, because like, yeah, it's a secret, we want you to be searching for it. However, then kind of getting out of that section and getting back to the the actual game, that the actual level that you're going to be playing, and there's like this little lever that looks like a part of the natural environment. And I spent my second playthrough, and finally noticing that there was this secret area to go to, I spent so long trying to figure out, like, what am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to grab the stars to get back over? But there's no way to get up onto the area where the stars are. Am I supposed to just kind of do a leap of faith? No, that'll definitely kill me. Like, and it just, because the bit that I'm supposed to be grabbing on that's actually going to make the wormhole to go back to where I was supposed to go is just, it fades into the environment. It's like, yeah, you want to, like, I feel like you do want to hide away the secret stuff from the player, but then I don't think that you want to make it that difficult to get back into the action, and to feel like the player's just kind of like locked over here, because really, at the end of the day, that's a very minor part of the stage, and there's still like a minor part of the level, and there's still like this huge level to go through, and I'm wasting all my time over here trying to figure out how to get back to it. And like that, I do feel does come up a number of times in the levels. The black cracks in the snow that I mentioned that are kind of climbable points, and those, I didn't notice them the first time that I played through, and I just didn't know what I was doing. There were parts where I knew I had to get like elevated, but I couldn't see how, because they just looked like a detail in the environment, when like everything looks potentially interactable, nothing looks potentially interactable. So I do kind of feel like you've got to, you want to signal to players a little bit better, like that these are the things that they should be paying attention to, because they're going to have gameplay effects. And I generally find like not having too many different things, like too many different objects that accomplish the same task, because your brain is gonna, it's not, Pause, restart. Okay, what, your brain is going to track thing A. Like, let's say that there's for example, a book that's going to act as a bounce pad, and your brain is going to track, okay, book equals bounce pad. And every time your brain sees a book, it's going to be like, okay, that's a bounce pad, and go for it. Now, if you've also got like a valve that is a bounce pad, and in the same level, and your brain's not going to notice the valve doing the same thing because it's already attached that value to the book. And yes, we can retrain the brain by having it come up again and again, but like now we're juggling two different things, and I feel like that's happening in the level a fair amount. So like the secrets are cool, and I liked searching around for them, but I kind of feel like they got in the way of the level, and they definitely, I feel like they definitely hurt the pacing of the level, because again, it's like you're looking for everything because you don't know, what is going to be potentially a thing that you want to interact with. So you're trying everything, which means that there's no real flow to the level, because each new area you're like, look here, look here, look here, look here, and is that a secret? No. Is that a secret? No. Is that a secret? Okay, that's a secret. Yay! And then you get that and you kind of move on. And so it's always this kind of start, stop, start, stop, start, stop that doesn't mesh very well with the gameplay here, which is like you've got grappling hooks that you're doing swinging on, and you've got like hook hat stuff, and that's another thing. Let's talk about these power-ups, because there's like a bunch in the level, and I don't know if there really needed to be quite as many. You've got like the ketchup shooter that we saw, where it's like a blink ball that's been modified so that it'll shoot out ketchup like an old Creatinator, and that was like kind of neat. I liked it, and I actually like the look of that power-up, even though you can't really modify it the same way that you might have done with the Creatinator back in the day, but like it's nice, it fits on your head, and it doesn't like cover up your hair, and it's got like that weird Borg looking thing where it's got the shooter is right in front of your face. Like it's a really neat look to a power-up, but like you use it in that one spot and then you're done. You got like a little bit of grappling hooks, but you never really build up on them. It's actually, the grappling hook section is weirdly tricky, where you gotta grab onto these bits of snow, and they're gonna cause a timer to count down, and then that's gonna make some ice, and it's also gonna turn off these electrical bits, and you want to like jump from the ice through the turned off electrical bit so that you could grab the next section, and then like you progress on like that. It's like it's a really busy obstacle. You're juggling like a lot of things, and it feels like you're juggling them unnecessarily. So that was like a little bit frustrating to me. You gotta continue on, and you get in the hook hat section, and again, like, so your hook hat, it lends itself to kind of zippy play, and it lends itself to momentum in a level, but you're still doing the searching around for secrets and things like that, so like it's breaking up that flow that you get in with the hook hat. The hook hat section I found was the most frustrating section. You've got these bits where there are spiky blocks that are coming in and out of the layer. It's going to be in the path with the hook hat, and you've got like a couple sections. So there's like a little bit of scaffolding here. There's a timer. You can see like how long you've got to get through it. But the second set in there, and like the timing is really, really tight on these. You do not have a lot of time, and what you really need to do is, when the timer is halfway in the red, in the danger, which is like you see red and your brain's like, don't do anything because red equals danger. But what you really need, if you want to actually make the timing of the jumps, because you're going to be like jumping where the block was to fall down on a lower rail to slide under where the blocks are, and it's like you've got to jump when the red timer is halfway through, so that it will be completely through and in the green before like. And so you'll be safe. And the first time that I played it, and it was like morning, it was before work, and I was so frustrated with that section. And and it was, a lot of it was on me. Like the second time that I played, and I was like, take a deep breath. You know you're gonna have trouble with this section. Just, you know, kind of relax and look at what's being presented to you and time it out in your head, and you'll be able to do this. And I was able to do it, but like that first time that I played through, I was hot. I was like, yo, I do not like this at all. I do not enjoy this at all. And it was just super, super frustrating. Whereas the second time, it was only like, it was frustrating, but it wasn't awful, I guess. Like, there are a lot of really neat ideas here. There's kind of a fake out with the scoreboard, and this is a little bit, I feel both ways about, because like the level is long. It took me 17 minutes playing through my third time when I had a pretty good idea where everything was, so it was like I didn't really have to do too much searching, although I did consistently screw up the fourth secret, because you've got to jump on the fifth secret to get up to the star to get you to the fourth secret, and I was like, I messed it up. Like, I messed it up consistently every time, even though I knew what I was supposed to be doing. But anyways, so but by the end of 17 minutes of playing this, and it's like the third time that I played it, and I'm just like, I just want to be done. And I kind of noticed that there was like a little bit off to the side of the scoreboard, so I dipped down in front of the scoreboard so I didn't trigger it, and I went off to the side, and you've got like a secrets counter over there, and that's like really, really neat. But I can imagine a lot of players never noticing it, because they're just going to be like, yo, I'm done with this level, I need to be finished with the level. And just like, there's a scoreboard, pop that scoreboard, because we want to see how we did, and get out. And then you'll miss like a bunch of extra points, and you'll miss something that shows you how well you did in the level, and that would be a shame. You make sure you're in the layer, that's not going to trigger the scoreboard. But like, it's kind of how I felt about the level at the end. Like, there's cool ideas here, there's neat stuff going on. I appreciate some of the techniques that were here. I like appreciated that there's like a lot of searching going on, and you know, it's really pushing it, really making you pay attention to the level. Like, that's all really, really cool. And then you put it together in one big stew pot, and it's just like, this is too much. This is just like way, way too much, and I can't, honestly. And maybe you'll feel different about it. Like, go into this level, play it early on. If you're doing a play session, and like, you know, play it when you're fresh, and play it early on, and so you've got the most energy to devote to it, and to appreciate it, and appreciate the cool stuff in it, because there is cool stuff. I know I complained a lot, but you know, it's just kind of where my head is right now. But like, I did appreciate the level, and I was torn at the end of that third playthrough. Like, maybe this should be a yellow square, because there's some pretty cool stuff in it. But I do feel at the end of the day, just like that exhaustion that I felt at the end was probably like the clearest, most honest response that I had to this level. And now I feel kind of bad. GP, I hope I didn't call you, first off, I hope I didn't call you JP earlier, because I knew somebody named JP in the past in Meat Space. And anyways, GP, thank you, honestly, for recommending this level to me. It was really cool. It was a very different type of level than I'm used to playing recently. And I like kind of appreciated the chance to kind of sink my teeth into something and be a little bit more critical about it. And I appreciate all of that. I don't want you to think that because I am complaining about the level, and I didn't necessarily like the level, that this reflects poorly on you, because it certainly doesn't. And thank you. Thank you for recommending it to me, because it was a big help. But I think I need to wrap things up. I've almost talked for like 20 minutes about this, and I still need to edit this episode. It's Monday, and this has got to be done by Friday. So everything is on fire. Everything is on fire in my life, and I just everything is just a lot, and I'm spinning my wheels right now, because I want to finish this at 20 minutes, because why not? Because we're almost at 20 minutes, and you know, I did a bunch of I recorded for the next couple of weeks, levels for the next couple of weeks, and oh my god, wait till you see the April 7th level, because it was like, I was frustrated and exhausted by this level, but this level was ultimately, I think, a good level that just I bounced off of. The one on the spoilers for April 7th, that level is a steaming pile of something, and I've got feelings about them, and they're not good. But that pretty much does it for us here at this Go About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.